Today, we are looking at a powerful animated film that shows the horrors of war through the eyes of a little boy, Barefoot Gen. Directed by Mori Masaki and based on the semi-autobiographical manga by Hiroshima survivor Keiji Nakazawa. This 1983 movie doesn't shy away from showing the devastation caused by nuclear bombs and the strength of those who lived through it. It's late in World War II, and young Gen Nakaoka lives with his family in Hiroshima. There's barely any food, and they are always on edge because of air raid warnings. Gen's mother Kirie is pregnant and malnourished, and his sister Eiko does what she can around the house. Gen and his brother Shinji are out in the family's wheat field with their father Daikichi trying to grow enough to eat. Although the war rages on, Hiroshima itself has somehow been spared, so the family is both relieved and uneasy, wondering how long that luck will last. On the morning of August 6, Gen and a friend are walking to school when they see a lone B-29 bomber overhead.
B-29 じゃ。本当じゃ。
Then, in an instant, a blinding flash and thunderous shockwave rip through the city as the atomic bomb drops. Gen's friend dies immediately, and Gen is buried under debris. When he finally digs himself out, he sees Hiroshima reduced to ash and ruin. After the blast, Gen crawls toward home and finds his mother trying desperately to free the family from the wreckage of their burning house. His father Daikichi and his siblings Eiko and Shinji are pinned under debris. Daikichi shoos Gen away, urging him to look after Kimie and the baby.
うちはこの柱が憎いよ。
ええ、頼む。お母ちゃんとお腹の赤ん坊を守ってくれ。わしの代わりじゃ。
Moments later, Gen watches helplessly as the flames consume his father and siblings. Kimie breaks down in grief. With help from a neighbor, Gen and Kimie find makeshift shelter, and there, Kimie gives birth to a daughter, Tomoko. But the suffering isn't over. Soon, black rain begins to fall on the devastated city, and people start getting sick from radiation. Starving and desperate, Gen ventures into the ruins to find food. There, he meets a boy named Ryuta, who looks eerily like his late brother Shinji and has lost his one family in the bombing. Despite having so little, Gen takes Ryuta in and treats him like a brother. To earn money, Gen and Ryuta agree to care for Seiji.
無事に仕事をやり遂げたら1日10円やる。
10円？やる！やります！
ほんじゃ、ついてこい。
A bitter, bedridden survivor whom no one else wants to help. At first, Seiji is ungrateful, but he's eventually moved by the boy's kindness. He even finds the will to start painting again. With Seiji's help, Gen and Ryuta get enough money to buy milk for baby Tomoko, only to return home and discover she's died from malnutrition. This loss hits them both hard. On August 15th, Japan finally surrenders and the war ends. Gen and Kimie dig up their family's remains and move into a tiny makeshift shack. Weeks later, trampled wheat sprouts green shoots across the scorched fields, a powerful symbol of resilience. Together, Gen, Ryuta, and Kimie set a paper lantern afloat on the river, honoring those they've lost and holding onto hope for a better future. Barefoot Gen gives us an unflinching look at how nuclear bombing destroyed lives. By showing everything through Gen's eyes, a child who just wants to protect his family, the film makes the horror feel even more immediate. One of the film's most powerful symbols is the wheat field. Before the bomb, Daikichi says that even if you trample wheat, it will grow back. After the devastation, when green shoots push through the ashes, that image drives home the message. Even the worst horror can't fully destroy hope. Director Mori Masaki stays true to Nakazawa's manga, keeping the story's stark realism and anti-war message intact. Decades later, the film still resonates, reminding us how devastating war can be and why peace is so crucial. Barefoot Gen isn't just an animated film, it's a testament to human resilience and a plea for peace. By showing both the immediate carnage and the long-term effects of radiation, it forces us to see the true cause of war. At the same time, it highlights the power of compassion, family, and hope.